Are we on? We are on. So, welcome to, I think it's the 4th food vlog for Harrogate Food Buzz. Hopefully you can see, I don't know whether you can see, what's in the background. You see all those little chickens running around? And this is Emma from Minskip Farm.
Hello.
Who I'm hoping you've already heard of. We talked to lots of different businesses, some really well established, some brand new. Minskip, how long have you owned Minskip?
Since last January, so nearly 2 years.
So nearly 2 years, but if you follow anything about the local food scene, I'm pretty certain you'll have heard something about Minskip. So I've just come up here today to talk to Emma and the chickens, who are roaming around happily in the sunshine. We thought we might be shrouded in mist because it's a very misty morning, but actually it's blue skies up here, which is fabulous. So I'm just going to have a quick chat with Emma. We'll find out a bit more about Minskip and also tell you something which is a bit hot off the press, which hopefully some of our followers might be interested in helping Minskip Farm out with as well. So first of all, can you just tell us a bit about kind of how you've ended up owning Minskip?
So my husband's from a farming background, but it's not hens, it was pigs and sheep. And we were living over near Helmsley.
Yes.
Before that we were in Australia and Indonesia because we had other jobs before. But we just saw Minskip, came to look around it and just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the chickens, fell in love with the veg and how you can just see it growing and then buy it in the shop. And we just really wanted to do it, so we thought, why not?
It is beautiful if you've been up here. It's a beautiful part as well. So is Helmsley. Helmsley's very pretty as well. So I was super keen to interview these guys because I've tried their eggs, and if you haven't, I strongly urge you to. I was told about these eggs. This might just come up on the thing. That's me about my tax return.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody wants to do the tax return.
Same problem today.
Well,
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, tax returns. So because I was told about these eggs very early last year, I think it was. A friend of mine that lives in Knaresborough had been up, and she was like, they are without doubt the nicest eggs I've ever had. So if you haven't tried them, I strongly urge you to and actually come up and have a look at the shop. But as well as eggs, what else do you guys have then? You talked about veg, you grow some of your own veg.
So about 17% of what we sell in the shop is from this farm, so that includes the eggs and some veg that we grow. And we tend to grow like specialist stuff that you can't really get in supermarkets, like kale, sprouting broccoli, spinach, chard, anything that's really good and tasty when it's fresh.
Yeah, fabulous. And how many chickens do you actually have then back here as well?
6,000.
6,000? That is a lot of chickens to look after, isn't it?
Something I never thought I would say.
I know, I own 6,000 chickens.
Yeah.
It must take like quite a lot of hard work to look after them. They look very happy, I have to say, pecking around, but what does an average day look like looking after 6,000 chickens?
I mean, if I'm honest, I'm not going to make it look like I do all the work, because it's more my husband's job, looking after the hens, and we've got Sam helping us now as well. But yeah, it's a lot of collection of eggs mainly, and checking their welfare, making sure they're happy in the shed, making sure they're happy out here. We call it the hen spa down here because they've got toys. They've
what kind of toys?
They could want. We put like plastic milk bottles and things in there because they like to peck at them. We're actually going to do something after Christmas where we ask people to bring their unwanted toys from Christmas.
I've got loads of unwanted toys. I'll bring you a bag of unwanted toys.
Hens love brightly coloured things, so they'll peck at anything like that, and it keeps them happy, keeps them entertained. So
fabulous. Who knew that hens like pecking at? So if you've got any old toys,
bring them down.
Bring them down, and the hens will be happily playing with your unwanted toys. That's fabulous. Do you have? I mean, there's 6,000 chickens, so I'm not sure about this, but do you have any favourites? They obviously have personalities, and you see that come through.
Yeah, so. I wouldn't say that we had favourites because we love them all equally, but we do have a few special.
That's what you have to say about your own children.
I
love them both equally.
Sad that they're like our children, but it's the truth. So yeah, we do have one which has no wings.
Oh.
We call him No Wing.
No Wing. Very original.
Farmer name for him. Her, sorry.
Yeah.
And when we first got the flock, Ben, my husband, used to have to help No Wing get into the barn.
Oh.
But now she can do it on her own.
Good stuff.
But we still see her around.
Yeah.
And, she's one of our favourites. And then we've got White Ear, who surprisingly has
a white ear.
Yeah. So very good name. Really.
Yeah, very original. They're like how my children name their toys. This is Ted.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Woof Woof. I'm like, yes, that's very original.
They're friendly little creatures, really. We love them to bits.
Good stuff. So, again, when I spoke at the beginning, I talked about whether you'd heard of Minskip. I think Minskip, for me, as I followed you on social media and chatted to you guys, you've obviously it feels like you've had quite a fast rise to fame in the local area. You've won lots of awards, and I think you've been on Look North. I think you've got a different camera crew down here every day. This is my setup, amateur setup.
We love the fame.
But yeah, you've won lots of awards as well, so you must be super proud of kind of how quickly it's kind of become really popular and the support you've had.
It's really humbling, really, just to because I think other producers that you speak to and other small businesses, you do a lot of work behind the scenes, and then when someone recognises it really means something.
Absolutely.
To our hens as well.
Yeah.
They're all thrilled. I mean, they've got no idea, to be honest, but they are award winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't you guys?
So what does it take? Because obviously 6,000 chickens to look after. There's also, what other animals have you got on the farm?
We've got 4 alpacas,
right.
2 mums and 2 baby alpacas.
We'll get some pictures of those.
Yeah, they're really cute. And 3 very friendly piglets.
I have just seen a pig when I pulled up the car. I heard this noise and was like,
they're very vocal.
So pigs, alpacas and chickens, but also a full, beautiful farm shop. So what does it take to kind of run that kind of setup, that with the animals, you've growing veg and you've got a fabulous farm shop as well? What does it kind of take to...
I think the main thing for us is teamwork. So we've got a great team in the shop. Katie, who's in there now, does pretty much all the ordering. She's in charge of pretty much everything in there during the week. And then we've got Georgia at the weekend who's in charge of everything at the weekend, and then we've got the girls that help them, and I think that without them you just couldn't do it.
No,
because we're focused.
I'm
doing VAT
husband and
return
wife,
today.
two people can't run all that.
We're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well for the future, and we wouldn't have time to do that if we didn't have such a good team. So I think that's the key thing for us, really.
Yeah,
delegating and making sure that everyone's happy with their role.
Absolutely. And you obviously run quite a lot of kind of family-friendly events down here as well. So, what are there any plans for Christmas?
So
is Father Christmas coming to sit amongst the chickens?
Not as far as we know. I mean, he's very welcome. If
Farmer Ben,
Farmer Ben,
getting dressed up as if he hasn't got enough to do already.
I think with Christmas this year, we're focusing on Christmas trees, turkeys, our usual Christmas fare. Really, we're not doing like a special event, because we've got a lot in the background going on.
Yes.
But
you actually do need some downtime as well yourselves.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but we're really focusing on the fact that you can get everything for Christmas here. So you can get your turkey, your veg box, and your tree, and we've got a special offer on that as well. So you get 10% off your tree if you book your turkey and your veg box.
Fabulous.
So it's hopefully Christmas all wrapped up in one place. We've also got gifts.
Yeah, there's some beautiful gifts at the back of the shop as well.
All local.
Where are the turkeys coming from then?
So we've got 2 places. We've got one in Pilmore, which is herb-fed poultry.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. You could get up there actually. They'd be worth having a look around there.
Fabulous.
They've got happy chickens as well. They feed them herbs and they have great lives. We've taken the girls, our girls, like the staff, not the hens.
Not 6,000 chickens up there to meet their chickens.
No, but we did take the staff and they were really impressed with the welfare and how happy they are.
Yeah.
So the turkeys are coming from there, and also from Nidderdale, so we've got barn turkeys from there.
Yeah, fabulous.
Free range all barn.
And Christmas trees. You're not growing Christmas trees as well, are you?
No, I don't think so. No.
Maybe the odd one.
No, we get those from the Harrogate Christmas Tree Company, which is the one that's on the showground. And
fabulous.
They drop them off here for us, and then we sell them out to them.
Good stuff. So, if you want your turkey, your veg box, you can get 10% off the Christmas tree, as well. So have a think about supporting local for your Christmas things this year. So in the shop, I mean, the shop looks amazing. I've been in the shop a few times, and every time you come in, you're really wowed by kind of, particularly the produce that you see as you come through the door. But there's lots of amazing kind of local producer lines in there. So how do you decide what to stock in the shop?
So we have 3 criteria really. One is local.
Yeah.
The next one is quality.
Yes.
And the third one is what it looks like.
Okay.
So that's kind of in order. The local and quality one. It sometimes quality can trump local, but most of the time the local thing trumps the quality.
And visual, because food is very visual, you mean, and you want it to look really appealing when people come in the farm shops. People buy with their eyes effectively, don't they, when it's food, with most things. But
taste is obviously key, and that comes in with quality.
Yeah, okay. So what do you think you're most proud of then? If you've been, you've had it for nearly 2 years, what is it that you're most proud of in terms of running Minskip Farmshop?
I think that we haven't had a divorce yet.
No,
I mean, I think that
I'm sure it's very testing.
Yeah, I think we've learned, both of us have learned so much since we've been here.
Yes.
And had a lot of self-development, and I think that's really, like, that's not really what we're proud of. That's probably what I'm most happy about, really.
Yeah.
Is that we've
quite a steep learning curve.
Yeah, steep learning curve, but I think that that's when you learn the most in your life.
Absolutely.
We're enjoying
when you're
it
thrown
so
in the
much.
deep end,
Exactly.
and you're like, I've got 6,000 chickens and a
we
business to
definitely
run.
were. I mean,
Yeah.
when you were asking before, like, how do we run the shop and everything, when we moved in, I remember asking the previous owner, like, how does it work? You know, how do we ring people up and then do they drop stuff off? I had no idea, like, even how we would order stuff.
No.
So it's like, we've gone from that to being able to run it and now looking to the future, and it's just, that's probably the thing we're most proud of, is being thrown in the deep end and not drowning.
And not getting divorced. Here's to that, not getting divorced. Fabulous. Okay, so there's just two things to kind of finish off with. We always ask anybody that we're vlogging about to give a shout out to another fabulous local producer. You did mention Herb Fed, and I've tried their chickens, which are fantastic, but is there anyone else you'd like to shout out?
I'd like to give a shout out to a new kid on the block. They've been going since about April. You might have already heard about them, but they're called Bear and Mouse Chocolate.
I have.
So
yes, I've been talking to them. I'm
Hannah,
to go and blog about them as well.
They're great. Hannah and Lee from there. Lee's the chef, and Hannah's got events, very high-end events background.
Yes.
And they are making the most amazing chocolate from Rehome ever. It's the flavours that they're coming up with is just incredible. They've even got ones with ants on and mealworms. They're doing
all
like
sorts of
they've only been going since April, and it's going super well for them. I mean, they're inundated with orders, and I just hope that they are successful. I know they will be. They're amazing. And
I've spoken to Hannah because somebody tipped me off about this new chocolatier from Ripon, and I'm desperately trying to get up there at some point to try and vlog about them, because I tried the cranberry and pink peppercorn the other day, which is absolutely stunning. And actually, for me, when I look at them, they look amazing, both to purchase for yourself, but actually as Christmas gifts.
Yes.
They've got some amazing flavours. I think there's a gin and tonic flavour, and we know I'm a bit of a
flavour really does taste like gin and tonic.
I bought it for a friend. She doesn't know that yet, so she probably won't be watching this for her birthday. But the flavours are fantastic. So we are really hoping to interview Hannah and Lee about Hello Bear and Mouse Chocolate as well. So we normally finish on that point, but this morning, just before I drove up to see Emma, I was scanning through Instagram and saw that Minskip had a bit of a plea out for their chickens. So I'm just going to let Emma explain a bit more, because you might be able to help. So if you've got unwanted toys after Christmas, don't forget about bringing those. But there's something else that, for me, when Emma told me why they're doing what they're doing, and kind of, you know, the values that they place on these chickens behind them, it kind of really hit home. So I'd love Emma just to share a bit more about that, and see if you can support in any way. So tell us, you're about to rehome the chickens.
Every 72 weeks, commercially, you change your flock. So that means that our hens will be going in middle of December.
Yeah.
We will be getting more, but basically what happens to them is that they die. So we, being new to the industry, that doesn't really sit very well with us. And obviously we'd like to try our very best to find new homes for them all before the middle of December.
Yes. Is it the 15th?
Yeah.
15th of December.
We can't do it too early, because if you take hens out of the flock, then the others get upset.
Yes.
So it all needs to kind of happen at the same time. But yeah, there's the thing on our website where you can sign up to rehome a hen if you've got any outdoor space. There's loads of information on there about what you need and what it entails. But if you've got any outdoor space, you fancy having some fresh eggs and some hens in your garden,
because they'll still lay, won't they? But it's just not as consistently as you need them.
They might have a little gap for winter, and then they might start up again. But also the eggs will still be amazing, but they just might not be as many.
Yes.
But you know that they'll be a great pet. They're actually the 6th most popular pet in the UK, hens.
I say give a chicken for Christmas.
Yeah.
You don't even have to buy, they're free. That's
free.
the point.
Yeah, I should say that.
These guys are not, there's nothing in it about monetizing it. It's purely about actually trying to give these,
just want to save them.
Yeah, give them a happy life, and let somebody else love them when, you know, they're just not laying perhaps as consistently as what they would need down at Minskip Farmshop. So if you're interested in that at all, please just go onto the website for Minskip. You'll find out all the details, about how to support. But I'm thinking, like, can I get the children a chicken for Christmas?
Yeah, it's a great present.
I think my husband would go mental if I brought home 2 chickens for Christmas. But anyway, so if you can support, that would be fantastic.
That would be really
And
great.
if you've got any questions, you can bob them below the video, and I'll fire them through to Emma and Ben if there's anything else. But ideally, just go straight to the website.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Then we have all the orders in the same place.
Absolutely.
And we only put it on. Well, we broke the news yesterday, and we've already rehomed about 1,500 out of the 6,000.
Which is
so,
fab.
I mean, we're getting emails every 5 minutes. So thank you so much to other people of Yorkshire. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's nice to see that support, isn't it?
Yeah,
When you're desperately trying to do the right thing by your chickens, and people are
want to
responding.
help. It's amazing. It's been really moving, actually. So thank you.
Absolutely. So that's it from Harrogate Food Buzz on the vlog this week. If you haven't tried Minskip eggs, as I say, please come down and try them. I'm going to buy some before I head off home. But yeah, come and support a fabulous local business that are doing everything in the right way, as I see it, and particularly even more so with what they've just told you about what they're trying to do for their chickens as well. That's it. We'll see you next week with a totally different producer again, in a totally different part of the county, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Thank you, Emma.